Okay, bear with me, getting things set up. You dig? And it's been a couple of days since I did a live, and we actually got some good news about my YouTube services and all that. So we're gonna speak on that as well as the title of discussion. You see what the title is. We definitely gonna touch on that. You know what I mean? Start doing these lives, man. I'm gonna try to go live at least once a day, man. At least once a day, if not two, three times a day, man. It's time to spike this thing up, man. You know what I mean? It's time to spike this thing up, man. Get this page rocking and rolling. You dig what I'm talking about, man? We already got almost 12,000 subscribers over here. So you know what I mean? We doing something right. You know what I mean? We doing something right. We got just about almost 12,000 subscribers, man. So we doing something right. Let a couple more people come in the building, man. Salute everybody that come in the building, man. As you come in the building, hit that like button, man. We about to drop this information for y'all. For those y'all who's out the loop, we about to bring y'all in the cipher and all that. You know what I mean? Let y'all know what time it is. You see the title, prayers will go up for Lil Reese, man. Praying hands for Lil Reese, man. Man, Pearl Man, we about to talk about it, man. We about to talk about it, Pearl Man. Salute Pearl Man. You know what I'm saying? Praying hands up for Lil Reese, man. That's a fact, Pearl Man. The streets don't love nobody. Everybody love the streets, but the streets don't love nobody, Pearl Man. You know? As you come in the room, man, hit that like button, man. You know what I mean? Don't cost you nothing for a like. That's the way that you can donate. My page is not monetized, so only way you can donate is through the Cash App and the like button. Like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. That's the way that you can donate. You know what I'm saying? It don't always got to be through money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways you can donate. You can donate, man, just by hitting the like button. That's a donation over here. You know what I'm saying? The love is reciprocated. Without further ado, man, Little Reese, you know what I'm saying? The Chirac, the Grim Reaper, as he was coined, the phrase was coined by DJ Academics, the Grim Reaper of Chicago, Lil Reese. He got hit up, man. You know what I'm saying? In the suburbs of Chicago, they say that a car pulled up next to him and opened fire on him. He got shot in the neck. He's in a hospital recovering, but he's in critical condition. So, praying hands go up for Lil Reese, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, how familiar y'all are. I really don't really get too personal on this channel, on YouTube, on social media, period. You feel me? But, I'm gonna start opening up more. You know what I'm saying? And then if you know anything about Chicago, you got a lot of gangs in Chicago. You have the BDs, you have the GDs, you have the Vice Lords, you have the Black P Stones, and it's several more gangs in Chicago. They've been gang banging in Chicago just as long as they've been gang banging out there in LA. For a matter of fact, gang banging been going on longer in Chicago. You know, one of the first blood sets in LA is a spinoff of the Black P Stones from Chicago. T. Rogers, the Triple OG, salute the Triple OG T. Rogers. He moved from Chicago and took the Black P Stones to LA and he started the Black P Stone Bloods in LA. So gang banging has been going on in Chicago longer than it's been going on in LA, at least this style that we see today. You know what I'm saying? Because you always had gangs in these major cities. You know what I'm saying? You always had gangs. Even like in New York, going back to like the what's the Black Spades and all that. You know what I mean? They was around like in the '60s, I want to say. You know, when you had these same gangs in Chicago in the '60s, the GDs, you know what I'm saying? The BD, you know, these gangs, some of these other gangs like the Vice Lords and the Black P Stones, them gangs been around since the '60s. You know, some of the other gangs and they went through different name changes along the years, but those gangs have been around since the '60s as far as the Latin Kings and these major gangs in Chicago. But saying that to say this, man, Little Reese is a BD. When I came up as a GD. You know what I'm saying? I've left that lifestyle behind me a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't affiliate myself with that, with the streets no more. But in Chicago right now, the BDs and the GDs, they have been at war since the split. It was a split. They used to be together at one point. It was BGD, you know what I'm saying? It was Black Gangster Disciple. But at some point, it was a split. And when the split happened, that's how you get BDs and GDs. You know what I'm saying? Which there was two separate gangs before, but they came together at one point. You know what I'm saying? To make Black Gangster Disciples. You know what I'm saying? But when the split happened, RIP to David Barksdale, when the split happened, you know, that caused a rift. You know what I'm saying? It caused a rivalry, you know, between the two factions. You know what I'm saying? The BDs and the GDs. And so pretty much since then, it's been like a war going on in Chicago between the BDs and the GDs. And it's been going on, not to say that GDs had nothing to do with Little Reese getting shot, but I'm bringing the story up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring the story up. Okay, so it's been a war going on in Chicago since the split. And the BDs and the GDs been at it. But the reason why I'm giving y'all this history right now is because just because Reese is a BD and I'm a GD, I still can show love. You know what I'm saying? I still can give praying hands to that man, and it's no hard feelings. You know, I don't look at him as being the opposition to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a blogger. You know what I'm saying? All that gang activity, that street mentality, or whatever, you know, is going on out there in the streets with these young dudes, I'm far removed from that. You know what I'm saying? So I show love. And basically this channel was built on like battle rap and a lot of the Chicago artists. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of Chicago artists that supports this channel. You know what I'm saying? Or supports Urban Media Fix as a brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a personal situation to me. It's been so many artists that I've been promoting and that supported the brand from Chicago that are either locked up right now doing a lot of time or they dead. You know what I'm saying? It's so many of them. It's hard for me to keep up with it. I'll give you one. One of them is Rome from I want to say MMG. He was from the Wild Hundreds. Rome. He's doing time right now. He was one of the hottest artists coming out of Chicago. He was a big supporter of the channel. You had RIP Smile. Smile supported the channel. The producer that was responsible for the BDK song. Then you got my man that just died not too long ago, man. The one that got robbed by his partners, Lil Mister. RIP Lil Mister, man. RIP Smiles, man. All these dudes was the supporters of this channel. You know what I'm saying? For a while, I wouldn't promote no BD's music. I wouldn't promote Dirt. I wouldn't promote Reese. I wouldn't promote none of them dudes' music because I was loyal to the dudes that was showing me love as far as the brand. You know what I'm saying? I had certain relationship with certain guys, so I was just showing them love. I wouldn't I wouldn't post no BD. The first BDs, when I started posting BD's music, where I just opened it up to where I started posting music from, I couldn't be biased, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a platform to where everybody is welcome, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hip hop head. I grew up being a hip hop head. I rap, you know what I'm saying? So I got my hand on the pulse of the culture, so I couldn't continue to push that war that they had was going on in Chicago. I couldn't continue to promote that through not promoting the BD's music. So Little Reese was one of the first BDs. I started promoting Little Reese's music about, I want to say 2-3 years ago. I was on to him way before that. You know what I'm saying? Because this video is a lot about Little Reese, so I don't want to get too far off topic. But Little Reese, he was one of the original drill rappers. That first wave of drill rappers that came out, you had Chief Keef, you had Lil Durk, you had um, Lil Reese, Lil Durk, you had Chief Keef. Um, that was that crew. That was the first original drill rappers that made it big. A student of hip hop, or if you was a person that was part of the hip hop culture, as I consider myself, you had to know who these people were. You know what I'm saying? They was making a lot of noise coming out of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So Little Reese, Fredo Santana, Fredo in the cut and all that. Remember that. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes, they was the original drill rappers that came out of Chicago. And Little Reese was pretty much like he was a favorite, you know what I'm saying, of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Even I could dig his style a little bit. He had that Goonie style, that, real stiff character. And it was admirable to see these gangsters, these young gangsters, making a career for themselves, getting out the hood, getting out the ghetto, and these dudes was going to the next level. You know what I'm saying? It was admirable to see that. You know what I'm saying? And how they was, you know, these weren't your ordinary rappers, man. Dudes was scared of these little young cats. These rap dudes was when these Chirac drill rappers first hit the scene, these other rap dudes was scared of these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, the kind of vibe that them dudes was putting out when they came out. They was on some real gangster talk, because a lot of times these rappers, they don't live their lyrics. They rapping about something they seen their cousin do, or something they seen their uncles do, or something they seen their big bro do, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But these Chirac dudes was putting out an image of where they was really living their lyrics. As far as the Reese was always one of the ones, he was respected. When he got on, he didn't necessarily leave Chicago like a lot of the Chicago drill rappers did. Chief Keef is in LA now. He been out of Chicago. He left as soon as he blew up. Dirk, he don't stay in Chicago no more. He stay in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And Reese, he stayed in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people looked at that as like, for lack of a better word or whatever, real nigga shit, man. You know what I mean? He stayed down, like, like a story, like kind of like how Nipsey stayed down. Nipsey didn't leave his hood. You know what I'm saying? He lived and died in his hood. So it was like, that's how, people was kind of looking at Lil Reese like, this dude is thorough. He would be, you would see pictures on his gram where he would be in the middle of the O Block with the Goonies. And, you'll see him mashing through the city just like he would be solo. You know what I'm saying? Just like on some real mob type time. You know what I mean? So Little Reese always garnered a little more respect than some of the other ones. I would say Little Reese, Fredo, Santana, them two was kind of like put on another level when it came to rappers who really living what they rap. You know what I mean? From the outside looking in anyways, because I'm not from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? But from the outside looking in, that's how it appeared, you know what I'm saying? Dipolar, Dipolar Campbell, where you from, bro? Where you from, Dipolar? Where you tapping in from? Yeah, but man, Praying hands go up for Lil Reese though, man. You know what I'm saying? When you come in the building, tap that like button, man. It don't cost nothing for a like. For a matter of fact, that's a form of donation. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button when you come in. You know what I mean? That's a form of donation right there. You know? But yeah, man, the dude, Lil Reese, though, man, you know, we wish him a speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? It's really sketchy, the story that came out. For all we know right now, he's in critical condition. He got shot in the neck. So we do know that much. He got shot in the neck, and that's all we know right now. He got shot in the neck, and he's in critical condition. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to put nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? Praying hands go up for Lil Reese, man. You know what I mean? You know, but to comment. This cat Dipolar Campbell. I don't know if he a troll. Oh, he is a troll because I see what I see his profile picture and shit, man. So I ain't even gonna respond to that. You know what I'm saying? Dipolar still ain't told me where you repping in from, where you tapping in from. Anyways, that shit is funny as hell. For a matter of fact, that it's just coming to me what that means and shit, man. With that name, with that Dipolar Campbell, man. Paul, I gotta say pause every time I say that name. Pause, that dude right there, man. Pause, man. Dipolar Campbell, what the hell, man? Yeah, I mean these folks are sidetracking me though, but man, yeah, the boy Little Reese, man, he makes good music. If you haven't heard his music, type it in YouTube. He makes good music, man, and he was one of the independent artists. He got a deal at one point, but he basically he got let go by his record label because he didn't want to. I seen this in an interview, so I'm not putting no extras on it. He pretty much didn't want to comply to the status quo. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to sell his soul. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, selling your soul is basically it's nothing spooky about that shit. The word people talk about selling your soul and the Illuminati and all this wild shit. Selling your soul, it's nothing spooky about it. All you have to do to sell your soul is go against your morals for money. That's selling your soul. You've been bought out. Once you go against your morals for the check, you sold your soul. You know what I'm saying? So if the higher ups, the big wigs, them big record labels, if yeah, you sold your soul. And then you can also almost say you sold your soul to that 1%. The 1% that has most of the wealth. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing spooky about it though. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's nothing spooky about it. But Little Reese, he was one of the ones that he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't comply to the status quo. You know what I'm saying? He basically that street mentality, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't leave that in Chicago, so the record labels didn't want to deal with him, which turned out to be a good thing for him because he was able to go do the independent thing. You know what I'm saying? And he's been independent for the last few years, and he's been doing this thing, man, and staying out the way. Which it was an incident. He pretty much was flawless as far as the internet. Little Reese was undefeated when it came to the internet. He was the Grim Reaper. You will see him make a tweet on goddamn Twitter, and it said not even a week later, the person he tweeted about would be dead. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not nothing. That's not funny right there. That's not nothing to laugh at. And I want to be clear about this. Just because he made a tweet don't mean he the one that did the hit or had that hit done. But that's the stigma that came with his name. It came along with Little Reese's name. That's why they call him the Grim Reaper, because he'll make a tweet and not long after that tweet, man, that person he tweeted about would be dead. And we all seen the video with him and JoJo. Him and JoJo had words. A few hours later, JoJo was dead. So it was a stigma that came along. R.I.P. JoJo too, man. You know what I'm saying? Lil Folks, man. R.I.P. Lil Folks. But it was a stigma that came along with Lil Reese's name. And yeah, man. So he was undefeated when it came to the internet. But then about, I say, maybe about 6 months ago, about 8 months ago, it was a video that hit the internet where Lil Reese was getting jumped. Now, true enough, it looked like he was fighting. He tried to fight his way out of there. He didn't just ball up. You know how a lot of folks, when people get jumped, you ball up. You know what I'm saying? And you try to protect your neck. You try to absorb as many of the blows as you can. But in the video, Reese was actually fighting back. You know what I'm saying? And it was memes and all kind of shit that came out when that happened. But so that was the first L that Reese took as far as the internet, because we all know the internet is undefeated. But at one point, Reese was undefeated against the internet. You know what I'm saying? Until that happened. And shout out to them dudes, man, that posted that. I don't know if that was the dudes. I don't want to incriminate nobody, and I don't know if that was the dudes that actually did it, the people that posted it. But the dudes that posted that, they are big supporters of Urban Media Fix. You know what I'm saying? Hits. Shout out hits. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, Chicago, my brand was built off of Chicago underground music, the drill scene, battle rap, and urban documentaries. That's what this brand was built off of. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do the YouTube lives and shit. We weren't doing all that, but we was going hard on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? That's where this movement started from. This urban media fix movement started from Twitter. Then we came to YouTube. Then we went to Instagram. Well, actually, my first Instagram page, my first urban media fix Instagram page got deleted somehow. I don't know how the fuck that happened. You know what I'm saying? Pardon my language. You know what I'm saying? Roger Dodger, it ain't looking good for the bro, man. It ain't looking good for the bro, and I'm about to get to that topic. You know what I'm saying? Let me finish off this one. We're gonna get to that. But yeah, man, the boy Lil Reese, like I say, it's just praying hands go up to him. He took that L that like 6 months ago when that video came out, which he had a run-in with the ops. And it happened, they could have shot him then, but they just put hands on him, whatever. Bam. Then now this incident, you know what I'm saying? So now this is two situations to where Little Reese has got caught lacking, for a better word. R.I.P. Lil Mister. You know what I'm saying? Lil Mister had that song that was a viral song, and that came out Chicago some years back, No Lacking. Type that in, man. And if you don't know who Lil Mister is, he got shot about a year ago, if that long. You know what I'm saying? But it's been so many artists, like I said, that has been supporters of this movement from Chicago that's either dead or in prison right now. There's so many of them to name, man. I couldn't even name. And one of the biggest people who we really had a big rapport with out of Chicago, of how I was able to gain a rapport with a lot of these Chicago artists, was Zach TV. Zach was a supporter of the brand. He was a supporter of the movement. Zach was almost like an affiliate. That hurt us as a channel to be able to keep up with a lot of the Chicago artists. You know what I'm saying? Because Zach was putting a lot of these Chicago artists on, man, and he got murdered in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like an A&R for Chicago. He was putting so many artists on, but due to jealousy and all of this envy and all of the things that come along with hate, Zach got murdered, leaving the party. You know what I'm saying? Another one of he was leaving King Dave's party. King Dave is another big supporter of the channel, of the movement. You know what I'm saying? Shout out King Dave, Rico Reckless. Who else, man? Lil Mouse. like I said a while ago, hits. Man, there's so many to name, man. People that we have been promoting for several years now. Bo Deal, Big Bo Deal out of Chicago. You know, the general, Bo Deal, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Bo Deal. You know, these dudes, man, we have been promoting these dudes' music and we have a relationship and a rapport with these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got a rapport with a lot of the BD dudes, the BD rappers. It's a couple of them, but none. I don't got a rapport like Lil Durk and Lil Reese. I don't really got a rapport with them dudes, but I have been promoting their music for some years now. Because who am I? How can I deny talent? If the talent is there, it needs to be presented to the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're here for. So, if you got music, you know what I'm saying? I don't care where you from, you know what I'm saying? If you do music, tap in with me on Instagram. One Urban Media Fix. Shoot me follow me and shoot me your song in my DM, and I'll put it up on my page, and I'll promote your music, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll promote your music. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact toy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna say, man, praying hands for Lil Reese as the story develops. We will be bringing y'all the information as the story unfolds, man. You know what I mean? And we just hope for Lil Reese a speedy recovery. And yeah, man, that Chirac, man, it's real deal out there, man. It's real deal out there in Chirac, man. You know what I mean? This supposedly happened for itself. This supposedly happened in the suburbs of Chirac. And they always say, like, if you come to Chirac, well, Port Self, Chirac is only the south side, if I'm not mistaken. They call the south side of Chicago Chirac. That's Chirac. It might be just Inglewood, but it might be the whole south side. That's Chirac. But they say if you come to Chicago, it's the places that's safe is the suburbs, north of Chicago, and these places like that. But as it appears right here, Lil Reese was in the suburbs and got, you know what I mean? He got hit up. You know what I mean? So, hey man, I guess it can happen anywhere. You know what I mean? But before we go to this dark low topic, Tone, what up, man? Hey, y'all hit that like button as you come in the room. I don't know, Tone probably just coming in, so I was about to switch the topic, but I'm gonna rewind real fast for you before I go on to the this topic right here. Lil Reese was in the suburbs of Chicago. A car pulled up next to him and shot, and shots was fired. Lil Reese got shot in the neck. You know what I'm saying? He's in critical condition, my man. You know what I'm saying? So praying hands up for Lil Reese, Tone. You know what I mean? Praying hands go up for Lil Reese. But this Lil Reese topic is perfect to spin off. I'm gonna have to add it to my title. I'm gonna have to add this to the title because I knew it was something else I wanted to talk about. Rondo number 9 and Tay 600, right? Tay Capone now. I guess he ain't Tay 600 no more, or however that go. They both was from 600. Yeah, Steve Jobs, 600. They was from Team 600. Team 600 is allies with 300. 300 is Lil Durk, Lil Reese, Chief Keef. All of them is 300. 600 is what? Uh, Breezo, 600 Breezy. You got E-Day. You got, man, Rondo number 9. L.A. Capone, RP L.A. Capone. 600, them two squads ran together. You know what I'm saying? So Rondo number 9 and Tay 600, they going back and forth right now about who told or whatnot. Who's telling? Who told? Tay 600. He put out paperwork saying that Rondo is basically trying to throw C-Day under the bus in his appeal. So he's saying that Rondo's telling. Rondo's saying that Tay 600 gave a statement what led to them being incarcerated for shit all them damn years they got. I think Rondo got like 39 years. Now, in response to Tay 600, this is for Tay 600. The moment you went inside that motherfucking police station and gave a statement, my man, you ain't gang no more. You know what I'm saying? You're not gang no more. I don't care if your statement didn't lead to them being convicted or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Once you went in there and gave a statement and basically alluded to certain things, even if you didn't exactly say names, if you alluding to certain things, right? Tay 600 interview said at first he was for the longest he said he didn't give a statement. But then finally in that 16 shot interview, shout out 16 shot, he said that he told them that he was at the party. He told the police that he was at the party. Listen to me, my man. The moment you went in there and gave a statement and talked about that situation, you ain't gang no more, bro. That's you broke the rules of the game. So I'm not saying that he was responsible for them being incarcerated. I'm not saying that, but he definitely ain't gang no more. Yeah, I mean, he definitely ain't gang no more. He might not be responsible for them dudes getting all that time because from I followed the story and it was witnesses that actually got on the stand and gave a testimony. Tay 600 didn't never get on the stand. He actually went on the run when it was time to go to court. When they subpoenaed him to go to court because he gave a statement. So he went on the run because he didn't want to get on the stand, which he tried to clean it up. He tried to do the right thing, but it was too late. Once you gave that statement, my man, you ain't gang no more, man. You violated, brother. So, that's that on that. Now, as far as Rondo trying to throw C-Day under the bus to get his appeal, man, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. It's that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. I'm not gonna say this is where I go so far to say this. That might not be the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look at it in the right wrong situation, it might not be the right thing to do as a gangster or whatever. But that's not necessarily ratting. You exhausted all your possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Basically, is what you're doing. You trying to get the courts to trip up because C-Day can't get no more time. So it ain't like you trying to give him extra time. You basically exhausting all your possibilities. This your last shot. You got to give it. You got to give it your best shot. So I kind of can understand where Rondo is coming from. That's not necessarily ratting, but I don't know if that's the right way to go about it. But it's not ratting. And Tay 600 is trying to compare the two situations, and it's two different situations. What Tay 600 did, he ratted. You gave a statement. You said you wasn't at the party. I mean, you said you was at the party. So if you was at you put yourself on the scene, and if you said that, it ain't no telling what else you said in there, man. That's all I'm saying, man. And you gave a statement. We know the number one rule is we're my lawyer. You ain't supposed to say nothing, man. You violated the gang rules. You kicked out the gang, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why you ain't dead, bro, because you violated the rules. You didn't send them boys up the road, but you violated the rules, man. You know what I mean? So that's that, man. And Tone, like, hey, yeah, man, that's just a factoid, man. The boy Rondo's just exhausting all his possibilities. This is his last shot. He don't win this appeal. He gonna have to do. Rondo gonna be like in his 50s when we see him again. 40s, late 40s, 50s, or whatever. Rondo gonna be up in there somewhere. But yeah, I tell you, man. You ain't rocking right, man. You know what I mean? The boy Tay 600 can rap, but you would be a lot farther right now in your career if you didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't tell, you would be a lot farther in your career. But I just was speaking about this the other day though. When they got AR Rap, who was just talking about that? Roger Dodger. Roger Dodger, you still in the building, my man? When I did the build about them getting AR the other day, you know what I'm saying, and how they using social media and different things that if you can't live the 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Either you're gonna be a rapper or you're gonna be a street dude. You can't do both because it's a conflict of interest, especially in the age that we in now with cameras everywhere and how social media is set up. You know what I'm saying? It's a federal profile. If you got a Facebook page, that's a profile for the feds. They could just go through them. They can go through them Facebooks and they know exactly who you are. Like if y'all ever watch 48, first 48, if when they look you up on the internet, basically if they look up, they try to find you in their files and they can't find you. The first place they go on is Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So Facebook is a profile for the feds. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Instagram and you got all these other social medias that basically is getting monitored by the government. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a street person, you know you cannot be doing certain things on social media. That's just that. You know what I mean? But then when AR got roped off, I know a lot of people was like, damn, Dark Low, that's his man. Maybe they just had a relationship that was music. You know what I'm saying? Maybe their relationship was just music because they didn't snatch Dark Low up, which I know uh, Dark Low was sick. He had got sick, man. Dark Low lost a lot of weight and everything. He had got real sick. So I don't know if that kept him away from the criminal activity or whatever the case may have been. But Dark Low didn't get swept up in that initial sweep when they roped them boys off. And I was like, damn. Well, so maybe this is what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Maybe AR Ab and Dark Low just had a relationship. It was about the music. You know what I'm saying? For himself. This is news says shooter had Wisconsin license plate. Is this Zach TV related? You trying to throw me off right now, man? Hold up. Yeah, hold up, man. We'll get back to you. Yeah, but we was thinking like, damn, maybe their relationship was just based off music, and at least Dark Low is good. You know what I'm saying? That was like the only ray of sunshine that came through in that situation. Dark Low, he good. You know what I'm saying? And he's been making music. He did a project with I want to say Benny the Butcher or the Griselda Blanca camp. He been working with them boys, and they were Rock Nation, and Dark Low was kind of pushing it forward a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not a little bit. He was doing his thing. He been dropping music and good quality music since they snatched up AR Ab and them. So that was like a ray of sunshine out the OBH camp. That Dark Low is still, you know what I'm saying? He carrying the flag for him. You know what I mean? So then when the news hit that Dark Low got snatched up, man, all the worst thoughts went through my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they double back. You feel me? But then as the story unfolded, they say Dark Low was intimidating a witness, an informant. It's an informant that's ratting against AR-AB in the OBH. They had an informant in their camp. This guy right here, basically, he's told the feds that Dark Low was trying to intimidate him. Basically, he had Dark Low removed out. He wouldn't even get on the stand while Dark Low was in the courtroom. So he tells the feds that Dark Low was trying to intimidate him. Well, basically, sounds like to me he told the feds that he was in fear of his life. You know, whether Dark Low made any kind of threats to him or what, I don't know the logistics of that. But that's why Dark Low got snatched up for witness intimidation. You know, and if it's a Fed case, then that sounds like it's a federal charge. You know, it's not as bad as the RICO that AR Ab and them is caught up in, but you know, no time and nobody wants to do no time in jail, man. Especially, man, that's like what you would call the prison industrial system, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be up in there, man. It's modern day slavery. You feel me? Nobody wants to do that. I did time. I did time from. Well, I had a 5-year bid. I got out in '08, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know how it feels to be locked up. Nobody wants to be behind them bars, man. You know what I mean? But Dark Low, Dark Low, Tone, Dark Low just got that intimidation. He got that witness intimidation. He ain't gonna get much time for that. You know, he ain't gonna get much time for that charge unless they can bring up new charges on him. Then he ain't gonna get much time for that witness intimidation. You know, I think that charge carries the maximum of like 20 years, but he won't get nearly that much for that charge. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was hurt. Uh, you know, nobody was assaulted. You know, so now on the other hand, AR Ab, it ain't looking too good for AR Ab. You know what I'm saying? His just from his criminal record alone, the feds ain't playing with that man. You know what I'm saying? All we could do was pray for AR Ab and hope that they don't stick it to him too hard. You know what I'm saying? I know they're trying to say somebody was murdered. So, you know, anytime when you got the murders that come up in the Ricos, that's when they be trying to give people life sentences and shit. Because in the Treyway case, nobody got a life sentence because there was no murders. It was just uh, robberies, drug dealing, and things like that. And there was no murder, so they didn't. Nobody got life sentence. In the AR Ab case, they're trying to say somebody was murdered, so it's not looking too good for AR Ab, man. You know, free that man, free AR Ab, free Dark Low, free OBH, man. You know what I'm saying? Free OBH, free all the real, man. All the real, you know what I'm saying? Free all the real. And yeah, man. That's just what that is. That's just what that is, man. The boy Dark Low. Yeah, the boy Dark Low, man, he got snatched up. You know, so we just gonna hope that that's all they got against Dark Low is witness intimidation. He might get about 4 years for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Fed. If it was state, then he would get shit. He'd do a year. He might get probation if it was the state, but since it's a feds, he gonna get about 4 or 5 years for that. You know, so that's just what that is. Yeah, that's just what that is right there. Poor himself. Yeah, the boy Dark Low gonna get about 4 years for that witness intimidation. He might get off about 2. Yeah, that's a factoid right there. He might can get off about 2. You know, on the light side, you know what I'm saying? He gonna do at least 2 years for witness intimidation since it's feds. If it was a state case, he could probably get probation for that. But it's a federal case, you know what I'm saying? And it's a big case. It's a RICO case. So they gonna try to stick it to him. They're gonna give him something for that. He gonna do at least 2 years, 4 tops. They say that charge carries 20 years. That's the maximum they can get for that charge. That witness intimidation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Free those guys, man. Free all the real, man. You know. Yeah, 4 years ain't nothing to sneeze at, man, but it's better than a life sentence, brother. And that's what AR Ab is looking at. You know what I mean? Yeah, AR Ab is looking at a life sentence, boy. I feel for them people, man. You know, it's like It's just sad that didn't nobody really get behind AR and really give him a platform that he needed, man. Because AR was very talented. You know what I'm saying? They say that the plea they offering AR like 25. They say a life sentence. I ain't heard nothing lower than a life sentence with AR. So he gotta go. He gotta go to trial and try to beat him. You know what I'm saying? He gotta go to trial and kind of try to beat him. Dark Low might can get a plea deal, a nice little plea. That's why I say he can maybe come off with a 2 if he get a little plea. He plea out for about 2 years. You know what I'm saying? At the most, Dark Low would get 4. Ab got to take you to the dope. They trying to say murders was committed and all that. So they ain't easing up off Ab. You know what I mean? They ain't easing up off Ab. If you haven't heard Dark Low's some of his latest music that he put out, go type it in, man. The boy been working ever since they snatched AR up, man. So it's sad to see this. You know what I'm saying? The Dark Low, he was the only ray of sunshine. He was carrying OBH flag when they got locked up, and now they got him. Yeah, you don't got to snitch to plea, but in AR case, they're not offering him a plea deal. Basically, they're telling him to plead out to a life sentence. What I heard, and that don't even sound right because that's not a plea deal. But well, we'll see what they're trying to offer AR. It's going to come out, and when it come out, then we'll talk about that. But if they offer AR a plea deal, hell yeah, he better take it. If it's something to where he can come home, yeah, he better take that. The feds, ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? In the state, it's easier to beat the state in trial than in the feds. You know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, if they offer him a plea, man, he better take that. Yeah, man, if they offer the boy ARF a plea deal, man, he better take that, man. You know what I mean? That's a fact to it, man. But for the most part, man, that's pretty much I wanted to lock in on that tip. And I wanted to let y'all know that YouTube finally responded to me. My page was under review for like a year. 2 pages, my Urban Media Fix and my Indigenous Media Outlet. Them 2 pages been under review to get monetized for like a year. These folks finally responded to me, man. And it's like a good news, bad news situation. Now, both of my channels, I was way over the watch time and I was way over the amount of subscribers I needed. I got Hip Hop Media Outlet. I'm still building that channel up. But them 2 pages that's been under review is because I was past the threshold. You need 4,000 hours watch time and you need 1,000 subscribers. I was past that on both channels. But YouTube basically told me that my content was, after I made over, not to throw the numbers around, but I made a lot of money off this channel, this Urban Media Fix channel. And then my channel got pretty much demonetized. But I got demonetized because YouTube said my content was pretty much copyright. I got demonetized for copyright issues. You could say that, right? My Indigenous People Media Outlet, I was past the threshold on that page too, but I never was able to get it monetized because of copyright issues. You did? So what I did, and if you got a YouTube page, you need to listen to this right here because you will have to see some of the things you might have to go through in the future. So what I did, they demonetized one of my pages and one of them was never able to get monetized. So basically, this is what I did. I took all the videos off of this channel. All of those videos that I had that they was giving me copyright issues about, I took them all off this channel. Well, I put them on private. So when I get monetized, them videos going back up. Them viral videos, they going back up. But anyways, all those videos are on private. I did that on both channels. All of the copyright, the videos that had issues of copyrights, I put them on private. Bam, and then I tried to get review. Then that's when I went under review to get monetized again. It took a year for them to come back and tell me that basically since I took the videos and put them on private, now I don't got enough watch time. I don't got enough hours. So I got my subscribers. I got 12,000 on this channel. I got almost 3,000 on the Indigenous People Media Outlet channel. But on both channels now, all I got to do is get my watch time up. So said that to say this, y'all gonna be seeing a lot of me, man. You know what I'm saying? Get used to seeing me. We're gonna be going live on all the channels. You know, we're gonna be bringing this content, man. You know what I'm saying? All three channels. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe, man. If you ain't hit that like button, hit that like button. But subscribe to all three of my channels. We got Urban Media Fix. That's where we at now. You know what I'm saying? We got Hip Hop Media Outlet. That's my other hip hop channel. That's where a lot of my controversial content is going to be at on that channel because it's not monetized. It's not. It hasn't met the threshold yet. So They can hit me with all the copyrights they want to over there, man. That's where all the documentaries and all that stuff is at. It's over there. Hip Hop Media Outlet. And then we got Indigenous People Media Outlet. That's for the conscious people. The people that is into consciousness, you know, we do conscious videos too. Go subscribe to Hip Hop Media. Go subscribe to Indigenous People Media Outlet. We got Indigenous People Media Outlet, Urban Media Fix, and Hip Hop Media Outlet. Then we have an affiliate channel. It's my boxing channel. It's Trap House Boxing. Go subscribe and hit the notification bell to Trap House Boxing. Everything boxing that you need to know is over there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all, when y'all hit that subscribe button, make sure y'all hit that notification bell too. So when I do these lives, bam, y'all could be in the building. You know what I'm saying? And follow me on Instagram at One Urban Media Fix. That's my Instagram. One Urban Media Fix. You dig? Tap in, get in my inbox, be like, bam, I'm from YouTube, and I'll follow you back. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Just let me know that you one of the people from YouTube, and I'll follow you back. You know what I'm saying? Donations, right now, since we ain't monetized, that goes to the Cash App. The Cash App is in the description. So send donations to $ FujiSimmons. That's the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? The donations will go to building up my channels. You know what I'm saying? And all donations are greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? We're not asking for nothing, but if you want to give, it's greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what else, man? Shout out everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? I see the chat is starting to get rocking and rolling. That's what we want. That's what we want to see. You know what I mean? Had this thing thriving over here. But pretty much, man, praying hands up for Lil Reese. We pray for a speedy recovery. Man, that's a fact. FTK, that's a fact. That's a fact to it. Praying hands up for Lil Reese. You know, we pray for a speedy recovery. As the story unfolds, I will be bringing that information to you. Tay 600, boy, you know you ain't right, man. You know you ain't right, Tay, man. Tay Capone, Tay 600, whatever they call you, man. Free Rondo. Free ARAB, free Dark Low, man. Free the whole OBH. Free all the real, man. Free all the real, man. That's all I can say, man. And that prison industrial complex, man. Free all the real. You did? But without further ado, man, I hate to leave y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got a few people still in the room. I hate to leave while y'all still in the room. But like I say, as these stories unfold, I will be, you know, going live, man, and covering the topics, covering the information as it comes to me. You feel me? So without further ado, like I said, praying hands for Lil Reese, free ARAB, free OBH, free Dark Low, Tay 600, you ain't right, boy. I'm out. Till next time. Gone.